Hey everyone, so with the new year upon us, it is time to take an updated look at which niches, or as some people pronounce it, niches, are currently earning the most money, and also which niches have some of the highest profit despite having some of the lowest competition as well. Plus, I'm also going to be showing you in this video hot products in these different top niches that you could have been making and selling today. My hope is that by seeing these products, they will inspire you to come up with your own ideas for ways that you can start making money by creating and selling products in these top-selling, high-profit niches. So then, we've got a lot to cover in this video, and so rather than making some long-winded introduction, I'm just going to jump straight into it. So then, the first niche is this, the eco-friendly niche. Yep, this niche was huge this past year, and the trend looks set to continue into the next year as well. As you can see here on Google Trends, this niche, it is not slowing down. More and more people care about how their products are made and how the products they buy impact the environment. And yes, I do understand that it is usually more expensive to create eco-friendly products, but studies show that people are willing to pay more for them. So don't let that hold you back from getting into this niche. So how can you go out there and build a business around the eco-friendly niche as a beginner? Well, there is actually a really fun way, and that way is to create and design your own eco-friendly versions of products using print-on-demand apps like Printify and Printful. These apps, as my longtime subscribers know, let you take blank products and customize them with your own designs. And because there has been lots of interest and growth around the eco-friendly niche, they've been adding in eco-friendly versions of items into their catalogs, such as adding in biodegradable phone cases. You select which item you want, and then you upload the picture that you want to print onto it to customize it. You can then add it into your own online store for a markup price, or list it for sale in an online marketplace like Etsy. And then every time that someone does come and says, buys your phone case, Printful's printing factory will then print your design onto the phone case, package it up, and then ship it out to the customer. They'll charge you their production and shipping fee, while you get to keep the difference as profit. A news article on CNBC noted that on Etsy, searches for biodegradable products this year are up 48% compared to 2020, which is huge. And by the way, if you're interested in starting your own print-on-demand business and you would like to learn even more about setting up your own online store, you should be sure to download my free ebook, The 6 Steps that Six-Figure Online Stores Follow to Make Over $10,000 a Month, and you'll find a link to download my free ebook in the video description below. But anyway, back to the video, and onto what is probably my favorite niche on this list, which is this pets. This is a returning top niche for this year's video, which makes me so happy for two reasons. The first reason is that, well, as my subscribers know by now, I'm absolutely obsessed with dogs, especially my little doggo, Starbuck. I absolutely love dogs. Yep, I love dogs almost as much as I love it whenever anyone takes a moment out of their very busy day to give my video a like to subscribe, because seriously, every time you do it, it genuinely supports me. So thank you so much for those of you out there that take a moment to do so. But the second reason why this niche being on the list makes me so happy is because of the reason why it was on my list of top niches last year and still is on my list of top niches this year. Basically, it's because during COVID-19 lockdowns, pet shelters became completely empty. It's lovely that something good did come out of the pandemic at least. Analysts in the e-commerce space expect that demand is going to remain super high because outside of the usual holiday dip, the interest in this niche remained just as strong this year as it was last year. Since, well, these new lovely additions to the family will be with you for many years. As a result, it's expected that sales for this niche will remain steadily very high. And so, if you like animals, this could be a great niche. And you've got plenty of opportunities to start an online business in it too. Products for pets continue to be super popular with dropshippers. This Facebook ad is currently one of the top performing Facebook ads in the dropshipping scene. Check out the markup that they're charging on this product that you can dropship from AliExpress for $60 to $80-ish. And this is also a great niche if you like to create and sell your own custom products with print on demand. For example, take Etsy. On here, there are many product groups dominated by print on demand products, such as mugs and t-shirts. And in these gift item categories, many of the top selling designs with customers are designed around, you guessed it, the pet niche, especially dogs and cats. Pet owners tend to be very passionate about their furry family members and love to receive gifts related to them, which is why they sell so well on Etsy. But it's not just gift items that you can create and sell in this niche with print on demand. Nope, you can go ahead and create your own custom pet products for dogs too. On Printify, they have a dedicated collection of custom dog products that you can choose from to make. You can make your own dog bowls, dog beds, and you can also create cute little dog clothes like tanks and bandanas. So then, on to the next top niche for this year, which is this, weddings. Yep, it's being said that 2022 is going to be the year of weddings. Over 2.5 million weddings are booked for this upcoming year in the USA alone. When the pandemic first hit, a lot of people cancelled their weddings, and so now those cancelled weddings are being set to take place during 2022. This is the most weddings booked since 1984. So, yep, this is going to be a big year for the wedding industry. And my absolute favorite way to take advantage of this niche is by creating your own wedding products. And that's because Etsy is one of the top selling online marketplaces to buy wedding products from. And they let you list and sell print on demand items that you create. People love to buy gifts like matching wedding t-shirts and matching wedding glasses and matching wedding mugs. And so if you're looking to create and sell your own custom wedding gifts, my favorite of the automated print on demand apps for this is Printify. And that's because they have an integration with one of my favorite print shops, Printed Mint. Now, not only do Printed Mint print high quality custom products that my customers have loved because I personally use Printed Mint, but they also have some really great items that work awesome as wedding gifts, such as their gold and silver metallic mugs. So you can get really creative and come up with some great ways to capitalize on this super hot niche using Printed Mint's items in the Printify catalog. So the next niche on this list is a bit different. And that's because unlike weddings, which wasn't a hot niche during the height of the pandemic, this niche was hot then and continues to be hot. And that is home improvement and furnishings. Yep, the momentum that this niche gained during 2020 and the height of the pandemic continued through this past year, and everything indicates that it's going to remain strong in the upcoming year too. And that is because of something that was previously a trend, but is instead now the norm. Working from home. Many companies are keeping working from home as a permanent part of life. And so of course, when you're working from home, you are spending a lot more time there than you were previously. And so you now value making your house nicer a whole lot more. And as a result, sales for items that improve your home, like furnishings and appliances, are set to maintain the huge bump in sales that they gained in 2020 and steadily increase. So it's a great long-term niche to join in on. And not only that, you've got multiple methods to make money in it too as a beginner. If you're interested in dropshipping, then home furnishings is one of the biggest niches on AliExpress, and there are lots of popular items. So for an example of a hot item in this niche, Oberlo, the Shopify dropshipping app, they regularly make lists noting which items they see making the most money in sales for dropshipping stores that use their app. And in their latest list, they highlighted a home furnishing item, plant hangers. They are super trendy and go hand in hand with another popular related niche, houseplants. In addition, this is also a niche that has helped print-on-demand stores see their sales soar. Because print-on-demand apps have tons of home furnishings to choose from. So take Printify. On here, you can create and sell all sorts of custom home furnishings. So obviously, you've got the standard items you might expect, like posters, art prints, blankets, and pillowcases. But you've also got some pretty unique items as well, such as wireless phone chargers, decorative jewelry boxes, and an outdoor Bluetooth speaker that you can customize. So yes, print-on-demand apps, they offer far more than just traditional mugs and t-shirts and posters. So yes, on to the next niche, and I'll be honest, this niche, it's pretty experimental. But I know that we have some very creative people who watch my channel, and so I thought that you guys might find this niche a very interesting opportunity. And so here it is, mood clothing. So yes, here's the thing, right? If you could get in on an early upswing for a new niche, you can earn a lot of money, which is why I wanted to share this Google Trends graph with you, showing an explosion of interest in a clothing store called Cider Clothing. As you can see, this chart is insane. The store has gone viral on TikTok and become super popular, and it's thanks to this new niche. that they've effectively carved out. And so if you come on over to Cider Clothing, you'll see that instead of categorizing their clothing by clothing types such as t-shirts, hoodies, or blouses, they've instead chosen to categorize them by mood. And so if you were feeling cute that day, you can break out the clothes that you've bought from their cute collection to express your mood. Or if you are feeling sophisticated, then you can break out the clothes that you have bought from their sophisticated collection. And it's actually quite interesting because this store, it's based out of China. Yep, this is a Chinese store. They even ship out a lot of their orders from China too. They're effectively reselling very similar clothing that you can find on AliExpress for a fraction of the price, but they've aesthetically rebranded it as Cider Clothing. And so you might wonder, why aren't people price checking this against other websites if they could just buy it on AliExpress for cheaper? Well, it's because increasingly, price isn't the main reason why people buy anymore. Instead, the experience people receive is far more important. And something that people love is personalization. And it's an extremely personalized experience for the customer, getting to buy clothing to express how they're feeling. So, how can you get in on this hot new experimental niche? Well, of course, you can always go the route of selling very similar clothing to Cider Clothing by dropshipping from AliExpress, as again, Cider Clothing is sourcing their clothes from very similar manufacturers to what you find on here. But another way that you can do this instead is to use print-on-demand services in conjunction with All Over Print Clothing. With All Over Print Clothing, you upload a picture and it gets printed over the entirety of the product. And so this means that you can get very creative and take a blank product and turn it into whatever you want. So you can make socks for when you're feeling cute or pants for when you're feeling spiritual. So yes, this niche actually leads me onto the next niche. And that niche is personalized products. This niche also featured last year and demand has only gotten stronger for this niche since then. So, while Cider Clothing is a great example of a store that provides a personalized experience for the customer, the products they sell are not personalized themselves. So, an example of a successful personalized product would be this hyper-viral product that is running a very successful Facebook ad campaign featuring pet keychains. The premise is pretty simple. You send in a photo of your pet and it gets turned into a custom keychain for you. People absolutely love it. As you can see, people are purchasing them for big markup prices compared to what they're being dropshipped from AliExpress for. As you can see, the markup is huge. Customizable products sell for way higher prices as customers are willing to pay much more for an item that they can customize, so they can have some really big profit margins. Personalized gifts are also super popular on online marketplaces such as Etsy. In a blog post about selling trends, Etsy themselves noted that personalized gifts is the biggest gifting trend on the website, and in their 2021 customer survey, 24% planned to buy something that they could personalize on the site. But even though demand for this niche is super high, competition for it remains surprisingly low because most people are very intimidated in this niche and they're very intimidated at the idea of creating custom products for the customer and understandably think it's a lot harder than just selling the same product over and over again. But if you instead choose to work with manufacturers and print shops that specialize in creating custom products for customers, it doesn't have to be scary. So for example, as I've already shown, there are AliExpress suppliers that you can dropship from that will make personalized items for your customers, such as pet keychains. But they also have lots of other customizable gifts on the website as well, such as a range of jewelry in different niches that people can customize with their own names, and even customizable multi-tools. And of course, as you have probably guessed by now, this is a great niche for customers looking to make money with print-on-demand items too, especially by using the Printful print-on-demand app, because they let customers personalize lots of items, such as personalizing t-shirts or hats or jewelry. So what you do is you add the item into your store, like an Etsy store or a Shopify store, and then when customers purchase it, they can use the built-in Printful widget to personalize it with custom text. Printful's print shop will automatically collect this personalization request and then print your customer's personalization onto the product, and they will ship out their own customized version of it to them. It allows customers to buy personalized items on autopilot from your store. So then on to the next niche, which is this, cryptocurrency. And my goodness, has this sure exploded all right. The trend for this shows that this is going to remain very strong as well and very profitable into 2022. Now, I'm definitely not a crypto bro. So, unfortunately, I can't tell you how to make money by buying and selling cryptocurrency coins. And the truth is, probably the most money to be made in this niche is in the actual buying and selling of crypto, but what I can say is that if you have any fun ideas for crypto-themed gifts, well, I've been watching this niche gain more and more momentum on print-on-demand marketplaces like Etsy. People are coming here and looking for fun gifts to buy their crypto-obsessed friends. However, there are not that many crypto-themed gifts on here, despite their immense popularity. So I've seen that new Etsy stores have been able to get sales and reviews fast and build up their store credibility by filling the gap in this very popular yet underserved niche. And so if you've got any cool ideas for crypto-themed print-on-demand gifts that you can create and sell, this could be a great idea to get started. And so now it's onto an unexpected niche, the hiking niche. So why is this niche unexpected? Well, it's because there are a lot of people that assume that this is a niche that just experienced a boom during 2020 as a socially distanced activity and then went back down. But while it's definitely declined a bit after its huge rise in interest, it leveled off way higher than it was pre-pandemic. And actually, if you come and do a search on Google Trends for actual items and products related to hiking, such as hiking bags and hiking pants, interest in 2021 was even higher overall than interest in 2020. And so while there may have been a bit more interest in the hiking niche during 2020, throughout 2021, people were more interested in buying actual products to help them with their new hobby. And outside of the usual winter dip in interest, based on Google Trends data, there isn't any indication that demand in this niche is slowing down in 2022 either. Which is why then it was not a surprise to me that in Oberlo's latest top-selling product update, where they took a look at all the dropshipping stores using their app and saw which products were making them the most money, that they noted that one of the top-selling items for this previous year was hiking backpacks. As you can see, you've got lots of options to choose from on AliExpress if you enjoy dropshipping. But of course, if you would instead prefer to create and sell your own custom products with print on demand, then you can use apps like Printful to create your own print-on-demand athletic clothing brand that people can wear doing any sort of athletic activity, such as hikes, and you can combine this niche with another niche. So for example, you could combine this with the super popular pet niche so that someone who loves hiking and dogs will go, wow, that's super cool, I really want that. So now you have your own athletic clothing brand that stands out from generic ones like Nike or Lululemon because they don't offer athletic clothing like this. And you can also create some really cool gifts specific for this niche as well. Clothing themed around national parks makes for a super popular gift on Etsy. People love buying things like this for their hiking obsessed friends who go to national parks and hike the trails. So you've got multiple ways to make money in this niche with print on demand. So yes, hiking was indeed a niche that has risen in popularity as a result of interest from the pandemic. And believe it or not, the next niche on our list, travel, has also seen a boom in interest due to the pandemic, but for very different reasons. So travel, this niche, it comes with a massive disclaimer. It's risky, y'all. This niche, it is high risk, but potentially high reward. Now, previous to recent events, this niche wasn't looking very risky. In fact, it was kind of looking like a bit of a slam dunk. See, previous to the pandemic, prolific travelers like me basically took it for granted that we could hop on a plane and travel wherever we wanted, whenever we wanted. But then the borders shut basically overnight, and suddenly people like me learned that the ability to travel wherever we wanted, whenever we wanted, was a privilege. And so then I, like many other people, decided that when travel resumed, that I would never take it for granted again and take advantage of it as much as possible by spending even more on travel than I did pre-pandemic. And so the return to travel in 2021 was surprisingly strong, and it looked like this niche was in a recovery. That was, of course, until this hit. But you see, here's the thing. That pent-up demand from people like me, it's still there. So this niche might end up being the biggest opportunity of 2022 or the biggest loss of 2022. But for you brave and optimistic souls out there, you've got plenty of options. So on AliExpress, you've got a huge range of interesting items to dropship. One item that has been successful for dropshippers in the past has been travel bags. These make for really great viral Facebook ads. And of course, as you've probably guessed, this is also a niche that works well with print-on-demand items too. Yep, because travel is a hobby that people are very passionate about. It's a niche that does well with print-on-demand gifts like t-shirts, mugs, phone cases, that sort of thing. But increasingly, there are more and more travel-specific items that you can personalize and sell. So take the Printify app. On here, they actually have luggage bags that you can customize and sell. And so of course what you can do is you can cross niche this. So you can combine the travel niche with another very passionate niche such as dogs and create custom bags that directly target people that love both dogs and travel, such as me. And so with that, it is time for our final top niche of this year. Drum roll please. The final top niche of this year is the niche that you are the most passionate about. Because seriously, maybe you have a hobby that you personally love, but it isn't as big as the niches on this list. And so you think, well, I won't make a store and sell items around that niche because it won't have as many customers and thus won't be as profitable as the niches on this list. But you know what? The real key to success isn't picking the most profitable niche. It's in persistence. Remember, starting a business is a learning curve. You're going to have to learn lots of new skills. And you know what will help you stay motivated through that learning curve? Having fun. So what's the point in picking a bigger niche on this list just because it could make you more money if you don't enjoy doing it and then you give up during the learning process because you're not having fun? Ironically, you would have made more money by picking a niche that has a smaller customer base but that you enjoy and stick with. Because ultimately, it is persistence and grit that truly separates successful entrepreneurs apart from the rest. So then, did this video inspire you? If it did, please hit subscribe and click that little notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my videos. And if you'd like to learn more about how I earn passive income online every day, you should be sure to watch my video, 5 sources of income I built in my 20s that makes me over $1,000 a day. So go ahead, watch my next video, and I'll see you over there.